Hey Amy, how's work going? What time was it that you were going to get home again? If I remember right, it was around 7, right?
Oh, sorry. I was wanting to get home early today, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to. By the look of how things are going, I don't see myself getting home until late.
Huh? Did something come up?
Yeah, there was some system trouble that kinda just came up out of nowhere.
Oh, really? Some system trouble? If there's some system trouble, then you're probably not going to be able to make it back until it's pretty late, huh?
You say pretty late, but honestly, looking at how bad the damage is, I'd be surprised if I can come back today at all.
Not being able to come back at all is crazy. Something that big came up?
Yeah, really big. This is something that needs to be fixed no matter what by tomorrow morning. The whole team is working on it right now, but really, when we'll be able to be finished is anyone's guess. Today of all days, the department head is out on vacation.
Wow, that really does sound pretty bad.
Sorry, did you have something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I had something I wanted to talk to you about, but it seems like today wouldn't be the best day for it.
Something to talk about? Is it something that you can't do through text?
Well, it's not something that you can't do through text, but it's about money, so I thought it would be better to talk about it in person.
About money? Don't worry about it so much. Just go ahead and ask through text. I'm on a break right now, so just go ahead and let me know what's on your mind.
It's not really something that's easy to ask, but I was wondering if we could start giving my sister some type of an allowance?
An allowance for your sister? But why? Did something happen?
You remember how my sister got divorced last year and started raising her kid as a single mother, right?
Yeah, I remember that. She must have gone through a lot then, huh? Haven't seen her recently, but is she doing all right?
Well, about that, it seems that raising a kid all on your own was much more financially demanding than she had originally anticipated.
Oh no, really? If I'm remembering right, her kid was still in elementary school, huh? Having to raise a kid that young all on her own must be pretty hard on her.
Yeah, and because she was pushing herself so hard, her body just started to kind of break down. Recently, she's been getting really sick and was even sent to the hospital.
Are you serious? That's horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. For now, it seems like she's able to be released from the hospital. But she hasn't fully recovered. From what I hear, it seems like she's gonna have to live with it for a while.
Wow, I feel so bad for her.
I know, right? Because of all of this, she's actually gonna have to take a vacation from work just to recover. I mean, with all that's going on, it'll be difficult for her just to get through the week, right?
Yeah, I can see how difficult it might start to get for her, so that's why you wanted to start sending some money to her, right?
Exactly. I was thinking that I wanted to send about $1,000 a month until she gets back on her feet, but would that be alright?
1,000 a month? I don't know.
Ever since she's gotten sick, I can guarantee that she's been starting to get massive anxiety. Knowing her, she's probably starting to get scared about her and her kid's future, not knowing what to do next. As her little brother, I want to at least let her know that I'm there for her. If sending some money every month is going to make her feel some relief, I want to do it. Of course, this is not something that will go on forever. I was hoping just to send money until she's able to start working again.
Alright, I see that you want to help your sister out. Let's do it. It's our responsibility to help out family when they're in trouble, right? We're both working anyway, so we have enough spare income that we can afford to send some for now.
Really? Oh, Amy, thank you so much. I owe you a big one.
No, don't worry about it. She's your sister, right? It's only right that I treat her like she's my sister, too. If sending some money is enough to make her feel a little more at ease, then that's something I want to do as well. I mean, if she's sitting there worrying about money all the time, her condition isn't going to get any better, right?
Once I let my sister know about sending her some money, I'm certain that she'll start to feel better. I'll let my sister know. Thanks again, Amy.
Great. Well, I guess I'll get back to work then. Work looks like it's going to take a while, so don't worry about waiting up for me. Go ahead and head to bed.
Gotcha. Good luck with the system trouble. Oh, some big trouble just came up. Apparently, my sister's condition took a turn for the worse.
What? Really? Was she hospitalized again?
It seems like this time she's going to be hospitalized for a whole week.
What about her kid? If she's in the hospital, there's going to be no one to watch over him. Is he going to be all alone?
Looks like she's going to have some nearby family look after him while she's away. Apparently, they were the ones who looked after him while she was in the hospital last time.
This is terrible. I wonder how your sister's condition could get worse again.
This is just what I'm thinking, but it's probably got worse because of how she's been eating.
You mean like you think that she's been eating a lot of bad food lately?
Rather than that, I don't think that she's been eating enough at all. I'm sure it's because she doesn't have enough money to buy anything. She's even been giving her own portions to her kid so that they could eat properly. Because of that, I think she's been eating too little for too long and it's all just caught up with her.
She's been having that much trouble keeping up with everything, even though we've been sending her some money every month?
Well, she does have a kid too, so sending only $1,000 a month is probably not enough to cover everything.
It feels bad knowing that what we've been sending wasn't enough to actually be a bigger help.
Hey, Amy, I have a big favor to ask. Can we start sending her some more?
Really? But if we start sending any more, we're also going to start to have some trouble. With things how they are now, we're just barely getting by.
We have money in our savings, don't we?
You want to use the money that we worked so hard saving?
But it's for my sister. If this continues, I'm scared that something even worse might happen. I mean, it's fine if it's only until she gets better. I just really want to start sending a bit more for her.
A bit more? How much were you thinking?
$1,000?
Wait. You want to send her a total of $2,000 per month? That's not a bit more, that's double. No, we can't do that. That's way too much.
Then $500, please. With that amount, then she would be able to actually eat 3 meals a day, right?
Seriously, Archer, even $1,500 is too much money for us to be sending every month. As it is right now, at $1,000 a month, we have to do so much to just stay out of the red. Do you mean to tell me that you want us to start doing even more in order to increase the amount of money that we're sending?
Come on, just try and bear with me. With my sister being as broke as she is, us worrying about these little things is nothing. It's to the point that I'm worried she even has enough to buy tomorrow's dinner.
What do you mean? I've been bearing it for a while now. There are many things that I have had to give up so we could send all that money to her. Are you going to always prioritize your sister over your own home?
Amy, please understand. Wasn't it you that said you should be treating her like she was your sister too? Please, think of her like you would your own sister, and let's help her out.
I didn't say that I wouldn't help her, but it's not like we have an unlimited amount of spare money to be sending people. Please remember that. Sending money to your sister every month like that isn't something that we can do forever.
I know that. Like I said before, it's only going to be until she gets better. I had no idea that you would be so against sending a little more money to my sister so that she could have enough money to properly eat. You are being awfully stingy here.
I'm not being stingy. Sending so much money that even we start having trouble paying bills isn't some joke. I mean, she's a single mother, right? Isn't there some type of stipend or something she can get from the government to help her out?
Why would I know anything about that?
Archer, before sending money to her every month, wouldn't it have been better to research a little more about what she could do to get more help?
Yeah, whatever. All this complaining that you're doing really just tells me one thing. You just don't want to send money to my desperate sister. Is that it? You don't actually care about how she could end up, do you? Is that it?
I didn't say not to send her money. That's not what I was trying to say at all. I'm just saying that I'd like you to stop prioritizing your sister to the point of hurting us.
It's not like I'm prioritizing my sister above everything else.
Yeah, you are.
When have I done that?
Last month, when my dad was celebrating his 60th birthday, I came to you hoping that we could send him a massage chair as a gift, but you were completely against it. You even said, if we're going to spend so much, then why not instead send that money to my sister who needs it?
Seriously, Amy? It's not like your parents are strapped for cash or anything. Instead of sending something as luxurious as a massage chair, why not instead send that much-needed money to my sister?
This and that are two completely different things. Why is it that you'll do whatever it takes for your family, but when it comes to my family, everything just gets put on the back burner? I mean, really, Archer, for all these months that we've been sending money to your sister, I haven't done anything that I've wanted.
All right, I get it. The massage chair. Whatever he wants, let's get it for him. But does that mean that we're going to be sending to my sister?
Yeah, but this is our limit, Archer. We don't have anywhere near enough money to afford sending her any more than this. There is bound to be some type of funding she can get. So please, get her to try and receive some relief from the government. Also, don't forget to let her know that us sending money isn't something that can continue forever.
Fine, I will. But you're really stingy, you know that?
Jennifer, you went on a vacation?
Oh, Amy, I haven't heard from you in forever. How are you doing? Yeah, I was on a nice 4-day spa trip till yesterday. Oh, there was so much delicious food I could barely contain myself. It was such a lovely trip. But how did you know that I went on a trip?
I saw your photos on Instagram.
Really? But until now, weren't you always against using social media? Have you finally decided to join in on the fun? How about you give me your info and I'll give you a follow?
I'm so disappointed in you.
Disappointed in me? Why is that?
All this time, your condition getting worse, being sick, that was all just one big lie, wasn't it? You've been deceiving me the whole time, haven't you?
Amy, I'm sorry, but you've lost me. I'm really not sure what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. With what you've done, there is no way that I'll ever believe anything that you say ever again. Obviously, I'll never be sending you any money again either.
Sick? Money? Amy, what's going on? What are you talking about?
Are you still playing dumb with me?
Wait, Amy, I am being serious here. I have honestly no idea what you're talking about. Why are you so angry all of a sudden? I haven't been receiving any money.
What do you mean? I've heard all about it from Archer. How you started getting sick and that you're having a hard time just living day to day, which is why Archer was so adamant about sending you so much money.
Archer said what about me? Amy, I haven't been sick or anything like that. In fact, as you have already seen, I'm doing well enough that I'm able to go on vacation.
But Archer, he's been saying that after your divorce, you've been having trouble just having enough to eat. Because of that, he insisted that we start sending money to you in order to help with your financial troubles.
I haven't had any money troubles of any sort since the divorce. The settlement money and the child care payments have been more than enough to get me by. Are you sure Archer isn't just getting confused about something?
But Archer has been taking money out of our account every single month. I'm pretty sure that he's been sending you that money, right?
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Amy. Archer hasn't sent me any money, let alone on a monthly basis.
But if you're not getting any of the money, then where in the world is the money going?
Maybe that little weasel was putting it all into his own wallet. It's way too suspicious that he painted me as being in such desperate need for money. What other reason could there be than to take it for himself?
Then you're saying that it was he who was the one that was tricking me? Oh, Jennifer, I'm so sorry to accuse you of all this.
No, don't worry about that. If Archer has been tricking you all this time, then it is I who should be sorry. He's my brother after all. But putting that aside, what in the world was he thinking doing all of this?
Maybe he was using it on something that he couldn't be direct with me about? I want to believe in him and think that it was just something that couldn't be helped.
Yeah, I guess so. But even if it was something unavoidable, the way he's going about it is way too fishy. For now, let's find out the truth directly from Archer himself.
Yeah, thinking about what he might have really been up to is scary, but I know that it's something that I have to do. I'll go and get him to tell me the truth about everything.
Then I'll be by your side when you do. I'm going to start heading over to your place.
You're going to come here? But what about work?
I'm still on vacation from when I went on the spa trip. I mean, really, who wants to go straight back to work right after a trip, right? I think it'll take about an hour to get to your house from here. Wait for me and I'll be there soon.
Archer, is right now a bad time? I've got something that I want to talk about.
My lunch break just started. What is it that you wanted to talk about? Something the matter?
You've been lying to me the whole time, haven't you?
What is this all of a sudden?
All of what you said about your sister being sick and needing money, it was all a lie, wasn't it? I've been looking at her Instagram and other socials. She was even on a spa trip until yesterday.
What are you talking about? Jennifer went on a trip?
How is it that someone who is so strapped for cash that she can't even afford to eat right could even think about going on a vacation?
Wait, Amy, aren't you like completely against using social media? How do you know what Jennifer has been doing? You kept on saying that having all that personal information out there in the open and being public was something that was too scary for you.
It's true that I'm usually against social media and things like that, but this is something that I heard from someone at my work. All that stuff about personal information being out in the open, I obviously know that it's fine if you're careful about it, but that's not what I want to talk about. The money that you've been taking out of our bank account every month. Hurry up and spill it. Where have you been putting it?
What do you mean? I've been sending it to Jennifer the whole time. The vacation or whatever you're talking about, that is something that I'll have to check with her directly. Seriously though, going on vacation like that even though she has been desperate for money, if she really did that, she has got some explaining to do.
You say that, but your sister said she hasn't been sent a single cent from you.
You already talked to her?
Exactly. Which is why playing dumb isn't going to work. I already know that you've been telling me lies this whole time. What have you been doing with the money? Hurry up and tell me the truth.
Oh well. Looks like you finally found out. Too bad, I was really hoping to keep you in the dark for a little bit longer.
I knew it. You've been tricking me this whole time? Why is it that you would do something like this?
I just wanted some money to play around with, but it's not like I can be straightforward with something like this to you now, can I? It's not like you would let me do what I wanted to do anyway, which is why I told a little white lie, so that things would be easier.
Really? You lied to me so that you could get some playing around money? Really, Archer, what did you use all that money for?
Bars, clubs, casinos, etc. You know, stuff like that.
You've been taking money for such a disgusting reason as that? What is wrong with you?
Oh, come on, Amy. I need some way to de-stress. Work has been so busy lately, so I've been building up quite a lot of stress. I just needed a breather.
It's really horrible of you to trick me and take all that money just so that you could spend it all on yourself like that. Not even that. The amount of money that you've been taking out every month wasn't small. You've been wasting all that money?
Seriously, Amy? It's only $1,000, not something to get so worked up about.
What are you talking about? Just recently you were asking to increase the amount by another $1,000. I even allowed you to take out another $500. But even then, Archer, $1,000 a month is already a huge amount.
Calm down, Amy. I won't do it again, all right? But if you're gonna get all upset about it, why don't you use some money for yourself next time? Then we'll be even, right?
Archer, what are you even talking about? No apologies, no nothing. You don't even sound like you care at all about the things you've been doing. I mean, really, making it look like your sister was sick and was desperate for money? When I found out she was on vacation, I was seriously at my wit's end with her because of you.
If you're talking about my sister, then I didn't tell any lies. Since the divorce, she has really been more poor than she was before, right?
You said that I was so desperate for money that I needed to get some money from you. Could you please not make me out to be someone who is near destitute? I mean, really, the fact that I had a little brother this obnoxious. I just can't understand it. Are you seriously going to start making excuses before you've even admitted what you've done wrong?
Huh? Who is this? Jennifer?
Yes, this is your desperately in need of money sister. You've really been an awful little snake to your own wife, haven't you?
What are you doing there?
I heard from Amy all about your awful little scheme. Hearing all of this, I just had to come by to apologize for having such a horrible person as a brother. Archer, you slimy weasel, what the hell are you doing?
You wouldn't call your own brother a slimy weasel, would you?
It's true, isn't it? You've been walking all over Amy's good intentions this whole time. You're worse than a weasel. You're just pure trash. It's embarrassing just knowing that you share the same blood as me.
Hey, this is a problem between a husband and a wife. Why are you butting into this?
You've been using me as an excuse to take out so much money. What do you mean, why am I butting into this? Seriously, I already told Dad about all the awful things that you've been doing to Amy. He was so shocked to hear about all the things you've been doing.
You let Dad know? What are you doing telling him something like this?
I feel horrible for Amy to have married such a lowlife like you. I'm going to have her move forward with a divorce.
Divorce? Stop doing all of these things when they aren't your concern. Seriously, this has nothing to do with you.
This is Amy. Though Jennifer is the one who suggested a divorce, I'm choosing to go forward with it.
Amy, wait. This isn't something to get divorced over, right? This is just a little misunderstanding between a husband and a wife, right? Oh, come on.
A little misunderstanding? Archer, seriously, what you've done is unforgivable. Moreover, this isn't a misunderstanding. This is a complete betrayal. There's no way that I can continue to be with someone who does this. I'm already planning on how and when to file for the divorce.
Why are you getting so angry over something as small as this? I mean, come on, Amy, I'll stop. I won't waste any more money.
You have some nerve calling this something small. I can't believe you. Won't waste any more money? Of course you won't, because you'll be getting money by whatever means possible to pay me back for everything you stole from that account. We're over, Archer. I'm divorcing you.
Amy, wait, please. I promise that I won't waste any more money. Amy, I swear it. Please, don't go through with the divorce.
You still don't get it, do you? It's not about wasting all that money. It's about what you've been doing and how you've been treating me. Seriously, Archer, I still remember how you were calling me stingy for not giving in right away when you wanted to steal more money. Someone who is willing to say something like that all the while making me sacrifice my livelihood? There's no way I can be with someone like that.
Amy, just calm down. Why would I do anything to sacrifice your livelihood? I didn't mean to do anything like that.
You knew that I was saving money wherever I could, just in order to get that money ready every single month. You knew exactly what I was doing, and yet you continued to steal it every month and go blow it on clubs and casinos. I think I've sacrificed more than enough to justify a divorce.
Amy, I'm really sorry for doing that to you. I will never do anything like this ever again, I swear it.
Then don't do it again to whoever it is you're with next, because I, for one, cannot live with someone like you. Since I'm such a stingy wife, I can't afford to be with someone who wastes so much money. With that, my time of being a married woman had come to a close. After the events that unfolded with thanks to my then sister-in-law leading the way, his family had reprimanded him to no end. With their help, I was also put in an advantageous situation in the divorce proceedings. I was able to keep pretty much all of our shared accounts, as well as receive an extra settlement for the damages that he caused. Not just that, but his family had also forced him to take out a loan in order to pay back all of the money that he had stolen from me. It seems that Jennifer was the one who dragged him to the bank to make sure he got the loan to pay everything back. How is it that I ended up marrying such a lowlife of a man? After the divorce, it seems that Archer's family had started to cut ties and distance themselves from him. With everything finally catching up to him, I doubt he'll be able to live that same frivolous lifestyle that he so enjoyed. With what he did and how he treated me, he deserves whatever is coming to him. With the money that I received from the divorce, I was able to go and move into a new home. With all of the money that Archer stole being returned to me, I'm able to get by with quite a bit to spare. With how I was having to save money for so long, just having the freedom of being able to spend my own money is something that I'm really thankful for. I'm not going to do anything as extravagant as what my ex-husband did, but I think I too am going to use some of that money to refresh myself. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Hi, Summer the Commoner. Do you have 5 minutes to talk?
Huh? What is it? And do you really have to go out of your way to call me that?
I didn't say anything incorrect, did I? You are a commoner. Your husband is an office worker, after all.
That's really not the problem here.
Whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know not to come to tomorrow's tea party.
What? Why not?
Because I don't want to have to breathe the same air as you. You dirty the air with your presence.
Huh? Why are you saying something like that to me? What's your problem? Have I ever done anything to you to deserve to be treated like this?
Well, not really. But you're poor, right? I don't want poor people to show up tomorrow. Stay at home in your little hovel while we have fun.
What makes you think I'm poor?
Oh, please. Of course you're poor.
Even if I was, what would be so wrong with that? You don't like poor people?
I never said that. You poor people can do whatever you want. Just as long as you stay at arm's length and don't try to participate in my tea parties. Sorry. Elites only. You should know your place by now, commoner.
Wow, jeez. I have no idea how to respond to that. As for tomorrow, it's more of a meetup for the women living in company housing than a tea party, right?
It's a tea party!
But we're not even having tea. We're just getting coffee at a local cafe. Calling it a tea party makes you sound like the queen or something.
Well, I may not be the queen, but people certainly respect me as if I were royalty.
No, they don't. They really don't. Do you know what happened to the royals in France in the 17th century? The common people chopped their heads off and overthrew them because they were sick of being treated badly. I'm pretty sure that's not something you want to deal with.
Whatever. I'm not royalty anyway, so who cares? I'm just a regular person.
So you finally admitted it.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. I'm just saying, if you really want to bring up royalty, this conversation could get a little complicated.
Yeah, I get the picture. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't want you to come to our tea party tomorrow. If you're there, then that means I have to breathe the same air as a poor person.
I think maybe you missed the point I was making. Anyway, why am I the only one being ostracized? I thought all the women in company housing were attending tomorrow, so why am I being excluded?
Because I decided not to allow you to attend.
Yes, I get that. I'm asking you, why don't you want me to attend? Do you understand that? I want to know the reason. How about you Google what reason means?
Jeez, why are you being so rude to me? You're scaring me.
Oh, I'm the one being rude? I can see I'm going to have to fight insanity with insanity if I want to get anywhere here.
I'm just going to pretend like I didn't hear that. Anyway, didn't you hear? My husband is the head of the marketing department.
Yes, I know that. I think everyone who's ever met you knows about that.
Oh, you think so? Well, that's because I must be giving off the sophisticated air of a rich woman, huh? People can sense I'm better than them, that I have the energy of an aristocrat.
I don't think you need to worry about that. Everyone knows about it because you go around bragging constantly that your husband is the head of the marketing department, as if that makes you the queen or something. You advertise it everywhere, to everyone you meet.
Oh, please. You're talking about me like I'm a human billboard or something.
I was wondering if you were trying to make sure everyone in the whole world knows that your husband is head of the marketing department.
As usual, you're a spiteful woman, Summer. Sometimes I don't even know why I bother talking to a lowly gutter rat like you. Anyway, the point is, my husband is the head of the marketing department and your husband is just a regular office worker. You think with a difference in status like that, you can come along to the same tea party as me? Don't be ridiculous. Royalty don't have tea with peasants, you know.
Well, I guess we are on different levels. In terms of mental derangement, you've definitely got a leg up on me.
Oh, stop it. Are you even listening to me? I'm trying to tell you how it is right now, so listen up. The wife of a lowly office worker can't come to a party thrown by me, the wife of the head of the department. It's just common sense. Have you got that? You and I have nothing in common. Like I said, elites only. You understand, right?
No, I don't understand. You're not making any sense. This is a tea party? For all the women living in the company housing, right?
Is the question mark really necessary?
I mean, no matter how you look at it, it's weird for you to invite everyone except me, isn't it? Everyone else is going. And most of the women there are the wives of regular office workers. So why am I the only one being excluded? It doesn't make any sense. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm desperate to attend no matter what. But can you at least explain what your logic is here? I can't make head or tail of it.
All right, let me break it down for you. I'm not inviting you because you don't understand the social structure of the company housing. There, happy now?
And I suppose you're the spokesperson for common sense, are you?
There's a hierarchy that everyone needs to adhere to, and those who don't understand common sense don't get to attend my tea parties.
In that case, I think you'll have to uninvite yourself, Nikki.
Are you making fun of me? What is your problem? Why are you always being so nasty to me? Are you jealous or something? Just because my husband is the head of the marketing department? If you want to come tomorrow, then you'll have to learn your lesson and just acquire some common sense. Do you think you can do that? Follow the rules of the social hierarchy like everyone else does.
What exactly do you mean by that? What rules?
Let me make it simple for you. For example, you've never brought me any presents, have you?
Presents? Like what? Is it your birthday or something?
Of course not! It's because I'm the wife of the head of the marketing department. The other ladies here all have to bring me presents and stuff. Regularly. That's why they're allowed to attend my parties despite being dirty commoners.
Why are you so fixated on this commoner and aristocrat dynamic? Are you from the Middle Ages or what? And even back then, a commoner wouldn't be invited to an aristocrat's parties, even if they offered gifts.
Oh, forget it. You just don't get it, do you? Everyone else understands the social hierarchy around here. How come you're the only one having trouble with this? Why are you so unreasonable?
So your point is, if I want to be invited to your little get-togethers, I need to give you some kind of present, right?
Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm not forcing you. I'm just telling you the reason why you don't fit in is because you haven't adhered to the social hierarchy. That's how it is around here.
So you just want people to bribe their way into your social circle? Do you just love receiving presents that much? Talk about materialistic.
It's not that. I'm not a materialistic person. But it's a sign of respect, you see. When someone comes to me with their head down offering me presents, I know it means that they understand who is in charge around here.
Got it. In that case, I think I'm good.
I knew it. You really are crazy. That or you're so poor that you can't afford to buy a present for me.
I just don't like bribery, that's all. So no matter what you say, I'm not going to give you a darn thing. You don't deserve it. So go ahead and exclude me from your social hierarchy or whatever. I don't want any part of it.
You're going to regret this summer. No one is going to invite you to anything around here. You'll be so lonely without me. Don't come crying to me and begging to be part of the group when you change your mind.
Whatever. Do what you want. I couldn't care less.
So, you really didn't show your face after all that. That's a shame. I was waiting for you to come over and apologize to me with some kind of gift on hand.
Sorry to disappoint you or whatever, but I had zero intention of doing something like that.
I guess I'm at fault for expecting anything out of a poor, downtrodden woman like you. Well, you know what? It's clear to me now that we'll never have anything in common. So I give up on trying to have anything to do with you. I can't teach you about common sense if you're not willing to learn.
Well, I agree with one part of that. We really don't have anything in common, do we?
Just so you know, right now I'm enjoying the tea party with everyone. We're all having so much fun without you. It's really too bad you couldn't just lower your pride a little and join us. No helping it, I guess. And what about you? What are you up to, Summer? All by yourself at home, I suppose. It must be frustrating knowing that everyone is having fun without you, huh? Tell me, how does it feel to be excluded?
I'm perfectly fine. And I'm not all by myself at home, by the way. I'm having lunch with the company president at his place.
Huh? Why? What are you doing there? You're having lunch with the company president? What are you talking about? What does that mean?
Well, lunch is a meal that is typically eaten in the middle of the day.
I know that much. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. You may enjoy mocking people, but there's a limit even for you, Summer. I'm asking you why you're eating lunch with the company president at his house. Obviously. You're just lying, aren't you? Trying to make me jealous. You shouldn't lie about these things, you know. Everyone works at the same company, so you'll get found out instantly.
I'm not lying. I'm attending a tea party at the company president's house. As in, we're drinking tea together. Like a real tea party.
You what? Why?
And how is your tea party going?
Don't make fun of me. Why are you at the company president's house? And why wasn't I, the wife of the head of the marketing department, invited? Explain to me right now.
My husband is a relative of the company president.
Huh? Seriously?
So we go way back, the three of us. I'm surprised you, the wife of the head of the marketing department, didn't know that.
You've got to be kidding me. Why didn't anyone inform me?
My husband has been working as a regular employee for 5 years now, and his performance has improved significantly. So he's finally due for a promotion, at long last.
What? A promotion to what position?
Vice president of the company.
Huh? That's crazy! Your husband is going to be vice president after just 5 years?
Yep. So that's why we're attending a party for the senior ranks of the company right now. The president was kind enough to invite me. At the moment, the men are all talking business and I have a moment free, so I took the opportunity to reply to your petty little messages.
Don't you dare look down on me. You're just trying to appear strong because you didn't get invited to my party today. But I know you're full of regret inside.
Anyway, the point is the company president and I have known each other for a long time, through my husband. Are you enjoying your elites-only tea party?
Stop it! Stop acting like you're better than me! You disrespected me by lying to me that your husband was just a regular employee.
I never lied to you about anything, and I wasn't disrespecting you either. If anyone is disrespecting anyone here, it's you. Going around demanding bribes from people to get into your social circle. Treating everyone around here like dirt. Looking down on us. Calling us common. All because your husband is the head of the human resources or whatever.
Head of marketing!
The point is, you've been looking down on everyone around you, thinking that you're some kind of aristocrat. And it's not even because of your own position. It's because of your husband's. He's the one who did all the work. But in spite of that, you still think that you're better than everyone else.
Don't you try and lecture me. You're the one who caused all the problems here. You went around lying, telling everyone your husband was just a regular employee. You deceived me. This is a scam, I tell you. How could you do that to me? You liar.
Like I already said, I never lied about anything. My husband is a regular employee. And it's not my fault you're the only one who didn't know he was going to get a promotion.
What do you mean? That can't be right. I know everything about everyone living in the company housing.
Apparently not. Everyone around here knows my husband is going to be the next vice president.
But how can that be? I don't understand.
Thanks to his exceptional performance, there have been rumors about his promotion flying around for quite a while now. It's all anyone at the company has been talking about. But I guess your husband didn't talk about it to you, huh?
So you're saying my husband knows about all this?
Of course he does. Everyone working in the company knows. And so do their wives and husbands. People even brought me presents because of it. Thinking I was like you, no doubt.
They did? Wait a minute. Do the other women around here know about this promotion? The ones attending my tea party today?
How many times do I have to say it? Everyone knows. They all seem to have been having a hard time, being under your thumb all this time. But I'm not interested in taking your position, so I told them sternly that I don't take bribes. I won't be like you.
They told you they were having a hard time? No way. They wouldn't say that about me. Everyone loves going to my tea parties. We all get along great. They love me. There's no way they all hate me behind my back. That's impossible. The other women here have nothing but respect for me, and that's a fact.
Well, it looks like a revolution must have happened in your social hierarchy. I guess that's what happens to aristocrats when they disrespect the common folk too much.
I never meant to disrespect anyone. I've been nothing but pleasant to them.
I told everyone, you know. I told them I would make sure to get rid of anyone around here who was disrespecting them.
You don't mean me, do you? You've got to be kidding. You get rid of me? And just how do you intend to do that? I am the wife of the head of the marketing department. You can't get rid of me.
Does your husband know about all this?
About what, exactly?
Your husband seems to be quite a sensible and reasonable person. In other words, the exact opposite of you. I'm sure if he knew about how you were treating his co-workers' wives around here, he'd put a stop to it right away. But the fact that he hasn't done anything means you probably haven't told him, right?
What are you going on about exactly? What does my husband have to do with any of this?
Oh, so you really haven't told him about your bribery, huh? You'd be in quite a bit of trouble if he were to find out about it, wouldn't you?
Of course he doesn't know! Are you crazy? You think I would tell him about it? I'm not stupid! And you better not breathe a word to him either, Summer! He's not involved in this.
So you mean to tell me that you've been using your husband's power within the company to go around disrespecting all of us, but your husband himself doesn't know about any of it? I see. That's interesting. I wonder what he's going to make of all this when he finds out.
Wait, I'm sorry. I won't do anything bad anymore. I won't accept bribes from people anymore. I'll refuse them like you did. And anyway, I had no idea that your husband was going to be the next vice president. I would never have said all that stupid stuff if I'd realized. I promise I won't look down on you anymore. Really. I promise I'll never call you poor or common again. So please forgive me for all my recent actions. I didn't know what I was doing.
Don't get me wrong, it's not like I hate you or anything like that. I just think you're an irrational, arrogant woman. But whatever, it's not my job to judge your behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll leave that to your beloved husband. The head of the marketing department, is he?
Wait a minute. You're not actually planning to tell him about all this, are you?
Great! He's just arrived at the party now. Perfect timing, don't you think? I'll go have a little chat with him.
Wait, you can't do this!
Enjoy the rest of your tea party, Nikki. After that, Nikki's husband heard all about her bribery of the other women in company housing and her arrogant attitude from Summer. Her husband, a kind and sensible man, was furious at his wife's bad behavior. After talking to the other women in the company housing, he decided to return all the presents Nikki had received to them. In certain cases where it wasn't possible to return the item directly, he paid them back an equivalent sum of money. Although Nikki's husband had paid the money on her behalf, that was only a temporary measure. Soon after all of this went down, he filed for divorce. Nikki was forced to move out of the house and get a job in order to pay back all of the money to him. She was forced to start living in a rundown government housing building while slowly trying to pay her ex-husband back. Nowadays, the former self-proclaimed aristocrat is surviving off microwave dinners and struggling to pay her bills, let alone her ex-husband. Every day she recalls how easy she had it living with her husband in company housing while abusing her power against the other women there. As for Summer, thanks to her husband's recent promotion, they were able to move to a bigger apartment. Everyone living in company housing can breathe a sigh of relief now that Nikki the tyrant is gone, and enjoy a life of peace and quiet. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more.
Thanks for buying that duplex for us. I'm so excited.
Well, now you won't have to live alone anymore. I'm so happy we could do this for you. I really hope you enjoy living in the new place.
More than anything, I'm just so happy that I get to live with my daughter now.
Oh my God. Did you just call me your daughter? Oh, that makes me so happy.
Hold your horses. That's not what I meant at all. Don't get it twisted.
Excuse me?
I'm talking about Monica. Who else would I be talking about?
I'm afraid I don't follow.
You've never been the sharpest tool in the shed, have you? I guess I shouldn't have expected you to change.
But what are you talking about? What do you mean you're going to be living with Monica?
You heard me. I'm going to be living in that duplex that you bought with Monica and her husband. What's so hard to understand about that?
That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Like I said, you never were the smartest one, huh? I don't see what's so hard to understand. I should have known that my loser son would find a no-good wife like you. Who else would he end up with?
I'm used to you insulting me, but do you really have to talk like that about your own son?
Why wouldn't I? It's just the truth. Compared to my beautiful daughter, you're just an ugly good-for-nothing.
Do you really have to go that far? What did I ever do to you?
Oh, if only Craig had married somebody a little bit more like his little sister. Maybe his life would have been a little bit better. But we can all see how it's turned out now. There's no hope for him at this point.
You know, maybe I'm not as beautiful as she is, but is that really so important to you?
Well, not many people are. But even compared to the average woman, you don't measure up at all. You've got a face like a horse.
How can you be so terrible to me?
It grosses me out to think that you're technically my family. I try not to think about it too much.
I don't know why you've always been so terrible to Craig, but he still never gives up on you. You are his mother, after all, so he keeps holding out hope that someday you'll change.
Well, I am the one who raised him. He owes me for that. Of course he won't give up on me.
And even though you've always been terrible to me, I still wish we could have a better relationship. That's the whole reason we bought this duplex in the first place, so that we could try to have a better relationship going forward.
You think I could have a good relationship with you? You must be out of your mind. Oh, give me a break. Just thinking about it makes me want to puke.
Then what was all this about anyway? I thought you said you wanted to live with us.
That's not exactly what I meant. I said I didn't want to live alone anymore, but I always wanted to live with Monica and her husband, not you guys.
So why didn't you ask her to buy a house then? You should have gone to talk to your wonderful daughter about this instead.
I didn't want to lay such a heavy burden on her. She doesn't deserve that.
So you thought you'd trick us into doing it? There's no reason you should be treating us this way. We're still your family.
I don't want to hear any more complaints from you. All I want from you is more money. Give me money.
Even after all this, you're still going to try to demand more money? I can't believe you.
Of course I'm going to ask you for money. Why wouldn't I? That's all you guys are to me. You're just a source of money.
So, do you really think that I'm inclined to give you any money after you say all these horrible things to me?
What's wrong? Did I hurt your feelings?
This isn't just about money anymore. There's no way we're giving that house to you. We bought it.
What are you talking about? You bought that house for me. How can you try to claim that that house isn't mine? I'm the whole reason you bought it in the first place. It's already mine.
Excuse me?
But I do want you to keep it in your name. I don't want to pay any taxes on it. Oh, and you guys will need to take care of all the utility bills for me, too.
What in the world is wrong with you?
If you're not going to give me any money anymore, then I have no need for either one of you anymore. I'm cutting you out of my life forever.
Oh, would you really do that for me?
Of course I would. Like I said, if you're not giving me any more money, then I don't need you anymore. I can't stand the sight of you anyway. I hope I never have to see you again.
My name is Lucy. I'm 35 years old. I live with my husband, Craig. He's 38 years old. My insane mother-in-law, Rachel, is 70 years old. Craig's father died a few years ago, and since then, Rachel's been living by herself. Around last year, she started complaining about being lonely, living by herself. She said she wanted to live with someone again. Although she had never been very nice to me or even to Craig, we thought we should do something for her. And Craig's never been very good at standing up to her anyway, so he couldn't really say no to her. We talked it over and we decided we would buy a duplex so she could live with us without getting in our hair too much. We were hoping this could be an opportunity to start off on a new foot with her. All we wanted to do was try to build a better relationship with Rachel moving forward. But it seems like she herself had no intention of that ever happening. I couldn't believe that she was saying she was going to take that duplex from us, after all that we had done for her. But her insane rampage didn't stop there. It was just getting started.
I'll be taking this map to the new house with me when I leave. Thanks.
Excuse me?
I need to know the address of the new place. I knew the general area, but I didn't know exactly where it was. Luckily, I found this map. I'm glad I came by your place so I could look for it.
Did you just sneak into my house when I wasn't home?
Oh, you don't have to act like I did something bad. I made a spare key for myself a while ago. It's not like I broke in.
When did you do that? You never asked me about it.
Remember when I came to bring you guys some souvenirs? Surely you haven't forgotten?
Of course I remember those canned pineapples. You made such a convincing label to convince us they were fresh from Hawaii. Is that the time you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the one. A pineapple is a pineapple anyway, right? What do you have to complain about? At least I bought you something.
You thought you were being so funny. You have a real sick sense of humor.
Well, when you were in the other room throwing a tantrum, I went into your purse and found a key. I took it and made a copy before you even realized it was gone.
I was so pissed I didn't want to be around you. I guess I never should have left you alone with anything valuable.
So anyway, I used that spare key to get in. I'm just here for a visit. I've done nothing wrong.
What are you talking about? You can't just go into somebody's house without their permission while they're not home. Everyone knows that.
But I thought you'd appreciate me coming by for a visit. It's not my fault that you weren't here.
You must know that Craig and I are both out working at this time. Please tell me you haven't messed things up around the house too much.
I just made myself some coffee and watched a little TV. You know I can't miss Ellen.
Who told you you could drink my coffee and watch my TV? I'm taking that key back from you as soon as I can.
Well, I don't even have it anymore. I gave the key to an organization that is trying to house the homeless. I told them they could use the house however they saw fit.
You did what now?
By now, I'd imagine they're enjoying themselves in their new home.
Why would you do something like that? Why would you think that's okay?
I only did it because of my strong volunteer spirit. I feel like I've done something so wonderful for the community.
I am reporting you to the police.
How could you do that to me? And think about the poor homeless. They finally found a place to live.
That's my house. Unfortunately, they can't all just live there with us.
But I'm sure they're feeling so happy right about now. How could you turn them back out into the cold like that? They're so desperate for a place to live.
Don't try to blame this on me. None of this would have happened if you hadn't tried to steal my house out from under me. This is all your fault.
What do you think? They're all trying to steal valuables from your house? Trust me, you have nothing to worry about on that front.
What do you mean by that?
I already gathered up anything of value and took it with me.
I knew you were up to no good in my house.
I only took those things for their safekeeping. I did it for your own good. It's not like you really had anything worth stealing anyway, except for the ring that I found on the shelf in your bedroom. I have to admit, that was pretty valuable.
That's my wedding ring. You have to give it back.
Too bad. I already pawned it off.
How could you?
You know, I only got $8,000 for it. I was hoping it would be worth a little more. Anyway, I'll be keeping that money as a celebration of moving into my new home. Thanks for the gift.
You're unbelievable.
Now, I really have no use for you or Craig anymore.
You're right about one thing. There's no going back from this. You've gone too far this time.
Then we're in agreement. We all agree that it's the best if we never see each other again. So don't you ever come near me, ever again. I can't wait to move in here with my daughter and her husband, just like I planned. I'm in the process of moving right now.
Oh, you are you? And just where do you think you're moving to?
Into the duplex you guys bought for me. Where else would I be going?
I don't think that's going to work out for you.
Are you still trying to claim that you're not going to give this house to me? I already told you it's mine. You can't stop me.
No, that's not what I meant. The house isn't even finished yet. Didn't you know that?
But there's this beautiful house right here in front of my eyes. You can't fool me. What do you think, I'm stupid?
That's somebody else's house.
Stop trying to trick me. It's 5140 Elm Street.
5240 Elm Street.
What did you just say?
The house that we're buying is at 5240 Elm Street, not 5140.
You can't be serious.
You said you found a map at our house, right?
Yes, I did. What about it?
Well, you know it took us a while to plan everything out for the new house.
Yes, I was getting really impatient. Took you guys forever.
We looked at a couple of different lots to buy the house on. We ultimately decided our one that was a block over from our initial plans.
Hold on a minute. So, you're telling me this is really some stranger's house?
Look a little closer. Does it look like someone's already living there?
Oh my god, there's a nameplate on the door that said the Smiths. Who are the Smiths?
Now do you get it?
But this looks just like the house I had imagined. I was so sure it was mine.
Blinded by your own selfishness again.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it from you. But the movers already left with the truck. What am I supposed to do now?
What do you mean the movers already left? So where is all your stuff right now?
I was planning on making Craig come move it all into the house later. I had the movers just leave it all outside. I knew Craig would come running for me.
But I thought that you had no more use for us. What happened to that? You still want to use Craig for hard labor when it's convenient for you, huh?
Well, he's never been much use to me for most of his life. He still owes me. I raised him after all. I figured this is the least he could do for me before I cut him out of my life forever.
I can't believe what a terrible mother you are.
Whatever. It's not the problem anymore. I need you to get over here and gather up all my stuff for me.
Excuse me?
I'm going to have to live with you guys until the house is finished.
Why in the world would we ever let you do that?
Do you think I'm happy about it? Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this unless I absolutely had to. I already sold my old place. I have no place else to go.
Are you sure you can't buy your old place back?
I already used all the money to buy new furniture. I don't have anything left.
So you're just sitting outside with a bunch of new furniture right now? Do you know how crazy you must look? What are the Smiths going to think?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why you need to get over here and help me right now.
Why would I ever want to help you? You've been nothing but terrible to me.
How could you do this to me?
I have no interest in dealing with your selfishness anymore. You're on your own.
You can't just leave me here like this.
What happened to your wonderful plan? I thought you were going to be living with Monica and her husband. Where are they? Why can't you ask them to come help you?
I guess I could try. I'm sure she'd be happy to let me live with her for a little while.
Well, if that's the plan, then you better hurry up and give her a call. You can't be out there with all that furniture all day. I don't think you'll be able to get a hold of her, though.
What do you mean? Why not?
Monica changed her phone number.
Would you stop lying? Why would you do a thing like that?
Go ahead, try call her. You'll see exactly what I mean.
Oh my god, it says this number is no longer in use. What is going on here?
Monica and her husband decided they don't want anything to do with you anymore. They're cutting you off.
There's no way she would ever do that to me. I'm her mother.
Monica's been fed up with you for a while now. She never liked the way you play favorites, even though she was your favorite.
But she's never said anything like that to me. How could that be true?
Well, that's how she really feels. She does love Craig after all. She just never felt like she could tell you before.
But she was excited about living in the duplex with me.
She was just going along with your plans because she didn't want to upset you. She knows how crazy you can get.
No! She's such a nice girl. She would never think of doing something like this to me.
You are her mother, so she was able to put up with your behavior until now. But this time, even she thinks you went too far. She couldn't believe that you would try to do what you're doing.
Why would she care about that? It was better for her that way.
Because she thinks about people other than herself? I know that's difficult for you to comprehend.
No, Monica would never do this to me. Not her. You're making this all up.
Then why can't you get a hold of her? How am I making that up?
There must be some other explanation for it. She wouldn't do this to hide from me. I'm going to go to her house right now and check it out for myself.
That sounds like a great idea. That'll be the quickest way for you to know that I'm telling the truth. Once you see that empty house, you'll know that everything that I'm telling you is true.
Empty house? What are you talking about?
She and her husband already moved into a new place. Of course, it's a place of their own. They would never try to steal the house that we bought.
Stop lying. You're not fooling anyone.
If that's what you really think, then go see for yourself. It'll just be a big waste of time, but I don't really care.
Are you telling me she really is gone?
Are you finally starting to believe me?
Is my beautiful Monica really abandoning me like this?
Yes, she is. And Craig and I will be abandoning you shortly.
Wait a minute. What am I supposed to do now? Where am I supposed to go?
Why should I care?
All my stuff is out here in the street, and I don't have anywhere to go. What am I going to do now? I really don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. It's supposed to start raining heavily pretty soon.
Are you kidding me?
It'll be a shame if all your new furniture got rained on. You wouldn't even be able to return it then.
I need to find a new apartment, fast.
Oh, good luck with that. You know, there's a housing crisis in the city. All the apartments are getting bought up by corporations. It's going to be extremely difficult for you to find an apartment at all, let alone right now.
No way.
You're about to get exactly what you deserve.
You need to give me some money right now. Even if I can't find an apartment right now, I'm sure I can find a hotel to stay in. And I need to put my stuff in storage. I've got to get it away from the rain as soon as possible.
There's no way I'm giving you a dime. Why in the world would I do that? In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to sue you for damages.
Excuse me? You're going to sue me?
You at least owe me the money for the wedding ring that you stole from my house.
I told you that was in celebration of me moving into my new home. You can't do that to me.
That lame excuse isn't going to work on me, and it won't work in court. You could be arrested for theft.
Oh my God. Are they coming to get me? Did you call the police on me?
No, I thought that would be too good for you, so I decided not to file a police report.
Would you make up your mind one way or the other?
I had my reasons, not sure you'll like them. When the cops came to clear all the homeless people out of my house, they told me something.
What's that?
They told me something really interesting about jail. I'd never really thought about it before. When you go to jail, at least you have a roof over your head. So he said sometimes a lot of those homeless people try to get themselves put in jail at least for a night.
I guess that would be better for them than being on the streets.
So what I'm trying to say is, I don't even want you to have a roof over your head. I want you to be stuck out there in the cold rain. That's why I decided not to file a police report.
Oh, that's why? Well, how could you be so cruel?
But I will be filing a civil suit against you. Like I said, you at least owe me for the ring that you stole. Plus, I want you to pay back the money that we spent cleaning up the house. You're going to owe us at least $10,000 when it's all said and done.
How am I ever supposed to pay for that? You know I don't have any money.
Why is that my problem? Good luck figuring out while you're standing there in the cold rain all day.
Listen, Lucy, I'm sure we can work this out. Let's just talk things over.
God, you're such a disgusting person. Where's this sudden change coming from?
Let's just forget about our past, huh? It's all just water under the bridge. Let's live together like we planned.
Ew, gross. No way.
But the new house you bought is a duplex. You're going to have so much wasted space without me there.
My parents are going to be living with us instead, so you don't need to worry about that.
I don't care about what your parents want to do. What about me? Let's make up and live together after all. What do you say?
I used to think I wanted to have a better relationship with you, but those feelings are all entirely gone now. And it's entirely your fault. You brought this on yourself.
No, it's not too late. We can start all over, right?
There's absolutely no way you need to give up on that idea right now.
But I don't have that much time left. You wouldn't do this to an old lady like me, would you? How are you going to be able to sleep at night?
Oh, I am going to sleep like a baby knowing that you're out of my life forever.
Don't say that to me. You have to help me. Oh my god, it already started raining. You have to come help me right now. What am I going to do?
No matter how many times you ask me, there's no way I'm coming to help you. Hope you enjoy getting soaked to the bone.
But what's going to happen to me? I'm going to become homeless. Is that what you want?
That sounds awesome. I think it'll be good for you. Maybe hitting rock bottom will finally make you realize what a terrible person you've been your whole life. You need some time to think about what you've done.
But at my age, if I hit rock bottom, I'll never be able to climb back up. How am I supposed to come back from this? That's not how I want to spend out the rest of my years. Please don't do this to me.
Rachel stood there in a daze for a while, not knowing what to do with herself. I think she was probably in shock. Eventually, Mr. Smith came out of his house to yell at her to get off his lawn. Apparently, that's what made her snap back to reality. She used some of the little money she had left to buy a little handcart. Then she found a vacant lot nearby. It took her a whole lot of trips going back and forth, but she eventually moved all her stuff into that vacant lot. After that, she had no choice but to just live as a homeless person for a while. And then I went ahead and filed that civil suit against her. Eventually, she did find a place that she could live. All she had was a single tiny room. She didn't even own a bathroom. It was a shared bathroom kind of situation. Her new furniture was all ruined by the rain. Not that she had any room for it in her tiny apartment anyway. She shoved in whatever she could. I'd imagine it looks more like a junkyard in there than a room where somebody lives. She has no source of income besides her Social Security, so it's going to be very, very hard for her to pay back the $10,000 that she owes us. Even in installments, it's going to take her forever. She had to get a job as a dishwasher. Social Security was never going to be enough. Now she lives a sad, lonely, poor life. On the other hand, we moved into that nice new duplex that we bought. We're happy to have my parents move in with us too. We're all living a nice, peaceful life now. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and let us know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and press the bell for notifications.